Are you moving to the Raleigh area but don't know where to start? This video will help you break down this task into a step-by-step guide to help you find the best place for your new home, and we will walk you through a real-life example along the way. I'm Allison Wojnarowski, local broker and owner of Raleigh Realty. Please like and subscribe for weekly content. Like our name, our team specializes in helping people find the right place for them in the triangle, and we would love to help you. We created the area's best platforms on our social media pages to collaborate on just this: relocating to Raleigh. Join to chat with thousands just like you. Let's jump right in and start off with step number 1, which involves understanding what you're looking for. This sounds simple, but if you don't narrow down what you're looking for before you visit, you'll find yourself overwhelmed. Start by making a list of priorities for the areas, neighborhoods, and the type of house. For the area, what's the max that you're willing to commute? Do you like more of a city, suburban, or a rural feel? What amenities are important to you? Do you like being close to certain parks, lakes, entertainment, or maybe a certain school? For the neighborhoods, are you looking for an established home or new construction? Do you like large master plan communities or neighborhoods that are more spread out? What type of amenities are important to you? And for the type of house, what's your price range and desired square footage? Any specifics like a master down, multiple playrooms, or a basement? What lot size and feeling are you looking for? And how quickly do you need to move? These are some of the items I discussed with clients during our first calls to help them narrow down their priorities. For example, I recently worked with a family relocating for a job in downtown Raleigh. During our first call, we narrowed down that they wanted no more than a 30-minute commute, preferred a suburban feeling, wanted parks for the kids, and to be close to a lake for boating. For the neighborhoods, they wanted a community feel, preferred a newer style home, and wanted a neighborhood pool. Their budget was no more than $1 million, and they needed at least a 4-bedroom house with over 3,000 square feet. They were not too particular on their lot, but preferred to back up to trees if possible, and they were wanting to move in 3 months. Step number 2, do your research and narrow down the areas. For this family, I suggested they start by looking at Cary, Apex, Holly Springs, and Wake Forest, with the goal of narrowing down 2 to 3 areas. I also set them up with a housing search based on their parameters to get a feel for the type of houses currently available. The best way to do research is to watch videos, look at Google Maps to see what's around, and use social media to collaborate with others. We have many videos on this channel, as well as tons of other videos that aren't posted that we can provide access to. These videos help give you the feel of the neighborhoods and the areas. Google Maps is another great tool just to get a feel for what's around you, and our Facebook and Instagram groups are great resources to collaborate with others in your same position. People are constantly asking questions in our Facebook group to get others' opinions on what areas may fit their needs. For my recent clients, they ended up liking the feel of West Cary, Holly Springs, and Wake Forest, as they all had newer construction homes and were closest to lakes and parks. Step number 3, plan your visit. Before your visit, it's important to map out your plan. Where will you visit first, and what will you focus on? You'll obviously look at neighborhoods, but are there parks, shopping centers, and other areas of interest that you'll want to check out? You'll also want to pick out a few homes that interest you in each neighborhood, even if you're a little further out from needing to move, just so you can get a feel for what's offered. I do highly suggest that you experience the commutes once you narrow down your top neighborhoods to make sure it's as you expect. For this family, we picked homes in Amberley and Highcroft in West Cary, 12 Oaks, Wood Creek, and Honeycutt Farms in Holly Springs, and Holding Village, Heritage, and Stonewater in Wake Forest. We also made a list of the places for them to check out in each area. For Cary, we plan to visit the tennis center as they enjoyed tennis, Bond Park, the Park West Shopping Center, as well as the closest boat ramps for Jordan Lake. For Holly Springs, they visited Bass Lake and Womble Parks, the shopping centers along Highway 55, and also the closest boat ramps for both Harris and Jordan Lakes. For Wake Forest, they plan to visit Joyner Park and Forest Ridge Parks, the shopping centers along Rogers Road, the factory, as well as Lafayette Village in North Raleigh. Since my client was also working downtown, I also suggested that they drive around his work location to get a feel for where they would be located and what downtown was like. I suggested that they eat at Morgan Street Food Hall as their work was close by, as well as check out Poland Park and even North Hills to get a feel for all its great restaurants and shopping options. Moving on to the next step is finally coming to visit. This is the part of executing your plan, but it's obviously okay to go off script and explore as well. The plan gives you a starting point, and you may need to adjust on the fly. The most important thing is to make sure that you leave with a good feel for where you want to be and that you checked out the most important things to you. If you have to have a great craft beer, for example, carve out some time to visit our recommended breweries in your preferred areas. We had to make adjustments for this family, as they quickly figured out they wanted more square footage than they originally thought after walking through some of the Cary houses. And even though they loved the Cary area, they decided it was more money per square foot than they preferred to spend. So we spent most of our time in Wake Forest and Holly Springs, and they found neighborhoods and homes within their price range that they loved. They even went to Fuquay Marina and checked out a few homes there. They spent time at the various parks, shopping centers, restaurants, and even walked in a few breweries and commuted a morning for Holly Springs and an evening for Wake Forest. The last step is to review and determine next steps. Did you find what you're looking for? If so, the next steps are to identify the exact house and work with your agent to view and write offers. Depending on how the market is, this may require quick action on everyone's part. Our team can provide and have done many virtual showings as well if you're not able to make it back for showings. If you didn't quite find what you're looking for, then we will need to regroup and work back through steps 1 through 4. Do you need to reprioritize your list, or did we just not look in the right spots? We will figure out the concerns and reassemble a plan. The family we helped was on a faster timeline and ultimately decided they liked the Holly Springs area the best. They liked that they had both Harris and Jordan Lakes to enjoy and fell in love with Bass Lake Park. They also liked that it was close to Apex and Fuquay Marina, so they felt like they had multiple areas to enjoy within minutes. They ended up in Honeycutt Farms and got the home in the community they loved. They did have to sacrifice a little on the commute as it added an extra 5 minutes more than what was preferred, but they felt they could handle after driving it. One of the things I love most about Raleigh is the variety. There are so many suburbs that have different offerings, and there's really something for everyone. You just have to find what fits you best, and our team has helped hundreds of families do just that. I hope this video was helpful, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or would like to work with us on finding the right area for you. Our contact information is in the description below. I'm Allison Wojnarowski with Ray Realty, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next video.